there is no doubt the amount of time, the amount of money, the amount of driving, the amount of time you spent at wet, cold soccer fields over the years to give these players the opportunity to do what they love and play the game that they love. So we wanted to give each of them the opportunity to speak to you and to say a few words to all of their families.
I'd like to thank my parents, Ronald and Daisy Gretzky, for spending as much time as they did with me. I just really wanted to thank you guys because it shows me that how much you guys love me by spending all this time, effort, and money putting it into me. So I love you guys.
First of all, I just want to thank my parents, Dave and Jessica, my chain. Through the ups and downs, you guys have had my back through everything, and I can't thank you guys enough. And to all the senior parents, thank you so much for these great beautiful guys that I'm standing with here today.
First of all, I'd like to thank all my teammates up here and all my teammates out there because I want to be here without all of you guys because I need all that support. I support you guys. You guys are like family to me. Family to me isn't just my immediate family. It's all of you guys because I create a brotherhood and I like all of you guys. You're my brothers. I'd also like to thank the coaches because I want to be here like that. You guys mean the world to me. You guys support me. You guys love me just like my own family. And I'd like to thank my mom and dad for supporting me with all the hardships I've been through, all of the hospital visits, all the money, all of the late night running the big sporting goods because I've got my cleats at home or in Indiana or getting my shin guards. And also I'd like to thank my sister for supporting me and always being there for me.
All right, so I'd like to thank my mom. Thank you for everything you do and driving me all of my games and practices and tournaments when I wasn't able to drive. It means a lot. And thanks for all the teammates for a great season so far. Still got more to go, but I love you, Mom. Thank you.
My sisters aren't here, but I want to thank them first because they stayed patient coming to a bunch of soccer games with me. And I want to thank my parents for staying patient through long practices and red cards and long nights and stuff. And thank you to my teammates for making this last year so special. I love you guys. Thank you.
First, I want to thank my brother who is not here. He provides competition for me and always pushing me to give my best, even years after he's not playing. I want to thank my mom for always keeping me on track with my schoolwork, even when I had so many things with soccer going on. Always cleaning my clothes, my cleats after muddy games, very, very muddy games. My dad, because he's been to every single game I've ever been to, and without his support, I don't think I can make it through half those games. He was there for me when I had tough games. He'd be there afterwards to have put a hand on my shoulder and help me out. So thank you for that. Love you guys.
I want to thank my parents. They couldn't make me here today, but they get to do a lot with me with soccer and buying me everything. And I want to thank my teammates because they gave me a good season this year. And yeah, thank you.
First, I want to start out thanking all of the parents here because the amount of effort that you put into this program really does mean a lot. The amount of time that you put into your child's life, it means a lot to us. And start out with my mom, one who's mostly here in my life. Ever since I started playing soccer, you've always been there, and I can't recall a game that you haven't been there. It means a lot. And thanks for driving me all my club games. And you're still going to be driving me because I can't drive still. But it still means a lot. Thank you. Love you.
I want to start by thanking all my teammates first because it's hard to feel alone here, and what makes Gehenna is not the past, the records, and the OCC banners, but growing up with all you guys for 4 years, being in the program since the first year. And finally, I want to thank my parents for not only the material things that you can see and the things that are so obvious to point out, like buying things, all the money all the time, always having someone there, you can't replace that. But also the drive to keep me going through more than 10 years of soccer. It's easy to want to quit sometimes, it gets really rough. And I want you to know that I do appreciate and realize all the time that you have put into me, not just the material things.
I would like to thank you guys, my families out here, and I would also like to thank my dad for bringing me here and make me love this sport. And I would like to thank him for the soccer fees and the long ride and everything. So yeah, thank you.
First off, I want to thank my coaches and my teammates for everything, for being there with me through the tough games when I didn't play so well, and then motivating me to keep on going stronger. And then I want to thank my stepdad. He's been there for me through everything. He's been there for me since I was a baby, so he's basically my dad. I don't know anybody else. So I just want to thank him. I want to thank my mom. She's been there with me through thick and thin. From when we were in Jamaica, she's done everything for me. I do everything for her. I play soccer because of her, so I want to grow up and I just want to make her comfortable. She's done everything for me, and if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be in school. She's the one who kept me going. I just want to thank her.
I want to say thank you for the coaching staff. I truly appreciate you guys. I love everything that you do for them with high school soccer. Like, I feel like I wouldn't go to any other school, but I just want to play here. Especially, I want to say shout out to Natasha Coleman. I thank you for everything that you do for me. Buying my cars, you have to drive me to all the other places. Buying me my soccer cleats, like the top tier, you know, I really don't need them. You know, giving me lunch money for school, so I can eat in the cafeteria because it's not good. You know, working 2 jobs is hard for me, I understand that, but I truly love you. And I know I don't smile in every single picture, but I'm a smile throughout the rest of the day. I love you, Mom.
You know, when you do this and you coach, as long as I've been in the program now, we see a lot of different groups that go through. And I think that one of the lasting things that I will remember about the class of 2019 here is just how together they are and what fantastic people these guys are. Thanks to all of you. You know, everything I've said about these young men just now in terms of who they are as people and how fantastic their character is a testament to all of you. You know, here I am, I got Cody with me today, and you know, again, I say this, and I don't say this lightly, you know, I would be thrilled if he grew up to be like you guys. You guys have so many fantastic characteristics and, you know, personality traits that I would be so happy for him to have. And that means a lot to me, that you guys can be role models and examples to him, and role models and examples to others in the community, and role models and examples to all of these other young men sitting in the crowd that'll be in these chairs someday.